Cosme, Sean Gang, Sean Savage, Chris Finn, Fabian Alessandro.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Cardinal Country. John Kovach, John Rickard coming to you from Pompton Lakes, where the Cardinals, on their homecoming, will host the Warriors of Waldwick. John, we were here for a decent game a few weeks ago. It's going to be an interesting game, and it's got a little heat to it.
Sure does, and both coaches kind of said they did anticipate their kids being excited to play today. Had a 7-on-7 over the summer. They're in the same conference. And both coaches talked about being physical today, and physicality is going to be the outcome in this game and going to decide it. So always good to see that there's a little juice here. There's a little friction, if you want to say, between these two schools. Coaches have a ton of respect for each other. They're both going to play hard and get after it here today.
Familiarity breeds contempt, John. Two teams that do know each other. You got a lot of talent, and you've got a lot of physical players on both sides of the ball. Milburn we haven't seen yet this year, but just watching them warm up, there's some size over there, and it starts behind the center.
Yeah, you said Milburn, but Waldwick you meant there.
Yes, I called Milburn last night.
You sure
I
did.
apologize.
We got to turn the page.
But next man up.
When we talk about good-looking kids, when you see Dylan Ferrara, the quarterback for Waldwick, he's and when I say he's built like a linebacker, he also plays inside linebacker, so it does make sense. But there, for a small school, Group 2 school, he is a physical kid, who's all of 6 foot, all of 200 pounds, and built from the waist down too. He has some big thighs on him, and coach says when he wants to run, he's not looking to bounce outside. He's tackle to tackle, north-south runner.
I said to coach when we were talking to him on the field, I took one look at him, I said, he doesn't skip leg day, does he?
Yeah. And you like to see, it just tells you something about him personally. When you're a quarterback and then you flip over on defense and you're the inside linebacker, reminds me of a kid we had at Bayonne years ago, Damian Palucci. Went to East Stroudsburg. He was a quarterback, inside linebacker, went to East Stroudsburg, broke all of their records in the air raid offense. He was also, his backup quarterback was James Franklin, the head coach at Penn State.
Wow.
So, yeah, he went up there, broke all their records, but the same mentality. Quarterback, inside linebacker, that tells you all you need to know about that football player.
And Dylan Ferrara, the second leading rusher for the Waldwick Warriors behind sophomore Luciano Mayer. He's got 386 yards on 58 carries. Ferrara has 342 on 54 carries. Gives you a little idea. These guys are comfortable moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, and when you talk to coach, and you just talked about the underclassmen, sophomore, freshmen, they have, I believe, coach told me, they have 10 returners on defense coming back next year. So they only have one senior that's on defense, which would be their quarterback. Everybody else is an underclassman. So they like their team. They're 1-3. They've been in some tough games right now. Both teams are 1-3 today. So if you want to keep that conference championship alive and stay in the mix, you got to get to 2-3 today.
They do share two common opponents. Pompton Lakes lost to Rutherford 21-0 to open the season and lost to Glen Rock 20-10 last weekend. Waldwick lost to Glen Rock 20-7 and last week lost to Rutherford 38-14.
And you see Pompton coming out, like you said, a little extra juice in their step. The coaches seem to be excited to be here today. We talked about their 7-on-7 that ended on the last play of the game. That kind of started and renewed this year's kind of animosity in this game. But like I said, football's a violent sport. Both coaches said, we want to be physical, we want to play violent, but we want to do it whistle to whistle, so we hope that's what happens today.
Both got back to what's a tried and true belief in football, and I think whoever wins the turnover battle, the penalties battle,
ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we
and
please stand and remove your caps.
Who's
for the playing of the
Whoever
national
can
anthem.
convert the most third downs is going to be best positioned to win this. We're going to pause now for the national anthem. Today's coverage on the Garden State Athletic Network is brought to you by 4-3 Physical Therapy. 4-3 is a one-stop physical therapy clinic for active individuals wanting to get out of pain and improve their physical performance. Our physical therapists approach their care with a fitness-forward approach and hands-on treatment. Our mission, eliminating pain and maximizing performance for active individuals. Physical therapy done right. 4-3 Physical Therapy Performance. Captains being escorted out to midfield for the toss. Going out for Pompton Lakes, we have Jonathan Tiberio, number 5. We have, of course, Sebastian Lopez, number 8. We have Ridon Zeladani, number 4. And Justin Unks, number 54, who's everywhere at all times, John.
Yeah, and those are the guys that they're going to rely on here today. Your captains have to show up in these big-time games and make plays when they matter. And we talked to Coach Jones before the game, and he was, adamant that they have to be better on third down offensively and defensively to get Waldwick off the field.
Captains for Millbourne, Logan Feehan, number 54. Obviously, number 5, Dylan Ferrara. We'll be calling his name quite a bit. Millbourne won the toss and deferred. We'll get you the other 2 captains in a second here. So Pompton, number 23, that's Mason Major.
The Warriors have deferred to the second half. Pompton Lakes will receive the ball.
And number 15, Jake Wansowitz. Millburn wants to set the tone on defense, John.
Yeah, and we talked about it before the game with both coaches. We were here 2 weeks ago. Temperature was in the 80s. Going to be in the low 80s again today. It seems like every game has been warm so far. We talked to both coaches, like we're not even out of September. After today, they're halfway through their season already. That's the new reality in New Jersey high school football.
Oh, Coach Dan DeStasia of Waldwick told it feels weird for him because with the week 0, which was in August, this is their 5th game. It's September 27th.
Yeah, happens quick now, happens quick.
Deep for the Cardinals, Mason Garris, the junior, number 7. And number 2, Sean Daly. Thomas Del Rey kicks it short for Millburn. Geldani has it. He's breaking through one set of tackles, gets brought down by 3 Warriors, but decent field position. Pompton Lakes will start things 1st and 10 at their own 36.
Don't waste any time if you're Pompton, right? Your guys getting the ball on a kickoff, going to be a big integral part of their offensive scheme today. When you talk about physical running the football, it all starts with him at Pompton.
And he is physical. I love his leg drive. Geladani in the backfield with Jonah Fabian. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Hand off to Geladani as he crosses the face. He picks up a couple of yards. A lot of excitement by the Millburn defense as they stop that for a 2-yard gain. Bring us up 2nd and 8. Pompton Lakes rushing things without going hurry up. No huddle. Fabian looking for the call. 2 receivers near side now. Ball's at midfield. Fake the handoff to Geladani. Fabian runs to his left. He's brought down out of bounds. The sideline for Pompton Lakes looking for a penalty. I think they had a couple arguments there because I think that was a little bit late. I think it was actually a horse collar because he had the pads.
Yeah, and we talked to Coach Stassi before the game. He talked about his 2 linemen, both underclassmen and juniors. Luke Fairchild made the first tackle, and Feehan made the second one.
3rd and 6 for Pompton Lakes, their first possession. 11-12 to go in the first quarter. Fabian to pass. He finds Mayer. Mason Garris with the catch. Picks up a couple. It's going to be 4th. And we'll call it a long 3 at the 41. And it looks like Pompton Lakes is going to go for it. 3 receivers wide to the near side, 1 wide up top.
Big call here early in the game. Coach Jones wants to be aggressive. 4th and 4.
Well, we've also seen that Fabian can kick the ball in a quick kick situation. I think that's what we're going to see here. And he gets it off, and it's a decent punt. And nobody back to return it. Had it rolled toward the end zone, would have been better. Pompton Lakes downs it around the 20, which is where Waldwick will take over. That's a nice tool to have when your quarterback can punt. And you can leave them wondering, are they going to kick? They're going to go for it. And then you can catch them like we just saw there with nobody back to return.
Sure is. And you talked about rolling. You know, this is still a field that's natural grass, so you don't get those long rolls when you got natural grass here, and the field is still in great shape.
It really is. I expected today, with the weather forecast early in the week, the field to be a factor. It's not going to be today. Ferreira hands it off. Luciano Mayer on the carry. Picks up 6 right off the bat. 2nd and a short 4 for the Warriors. Waldwick in white with blue accents, blue helmets with a white number on the side. Pompton Lakes in red helmets with a cardinal, white pants with red stripes. Fakes the handoff. Ferreira takes it up the middle, takes a couple of hits, but he moves the chains and gets the ball out to the 35-yard line of Waldwick with 9:45 to go in the first quarter.
And we talked about Dylan's running style. That was a straight line here. We talk about tackle to tackle. Coach says he may even stay between the guards there. He is a north-south guy, and built like that, he gets positive yards and got a first down there.
An A-gap play for him is literally an A-gap play. Handoff there to Mayer. Runs into a pile. He gets pushed back. He'll pick up a couple of yards. Actually 5. He got pushed back about 4 of those. Gets forward progress. 2nd and 5 at the 40 for Waldwick coming out.
I always like to see a coach's mindset, what he wants to do here early. You could see Waldwick's mindset. Tackle to tackle, be physical, stay inside the tackles, and let's run hard. Both coaches said the more physical team will probably win if they can control the turnover battle, and they both want to be physical right now in the first quarter.
Mayer with the run. He gets stood up after a few yards and driven back Ball comes loose, but it's after the whistle. It's going to be 3rd and a long 2 for Waldwick at their own 43-yard line with 8:23 left in this first quarter. No score. John Kovach and John Rickard with you on the Garden State Athletic Network. 2x2 set now. Motion across. Fakes the jet. Ferreira keeps it. He gets hit by 2, 3 Cardinals, but still gets the first down. The first hit was by number 10 for Pompton Lakes, Christian Murcia. Murcia, an outstanding wrestler, but he got driven a few yards by Ferreira.
And when you talk about the quarterback, when you're using him in the run game, you just outnumber the defense by 1 right there. And when he's a physical runner like that, he's going to be a handful for Pompton all game.
Jet motion again. Now the handoff on the sweep. Turning the corner is number 42, E.J. Kozupoli, and he picks up the first down. Now, that was the first we've seen him not go tackle to tackle.
Yeah, and, you talk about body punches. That's what the first 5 plays were. Then you run jet sweep. So keeping them off balance there, keeping them outside, but I'd see them going right back tackle to tackle right now.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line for Waldwick. Mayer switches. Takes the handoff, going across the face of Ferrara. Breaks a few tackles. He gets through. Touchdown saving tackle there by Jonah Fabian, taking down his quarterback counterpart, but not before a first down.
And once again, went right back to their bread and butter. They're staying inside the tackles there, and right now Waldwick is getting the best of them up front.
First and goal, literally just inside the 10 for Waldwick. Ferreira alone takes the snap, goes right between the tackles. The pile moving forward. Now he's getting pulled back, but he does pick up yardage. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 5.
Now, John, doesn't get easier than that. There's no fake right now. That's just a direct snap to the quarterback in shotgun. He's just running right behind the center guard. And then he gets those big legs churning, driving, and you get 5 yards right there with really a no-risk play.
And no secret. This is what we're doing. He's getting the ball. Here's where we're coming. Halfway through the first quarter, no score, but Waldwick at the doorstep. I did it again. Pass, and it's off of Fabian. And there was a hit. No flag. A hit. Getting up is Ferrara. As you said, there's a little physicality here.
Yeah, and first pass that they throw right there almost got picked off in the end zone. So let's see what the offensive staff at Waldwick wants to do right now, because now, I'm not sure about their field goal kickers. Maybe 2 down territory, get back to our run game.
3rd and goal at the 5. Handoff there to Mayer, and he gets in for the touchdown. Takes the handoff. He was falling into the end zone before anybody touched him. 6-0 now for Waldwick, pending the PAT.
And let's give credit to that offensive line. Fee and Fairchild, they have a freshman up front, Chase Caspoli, number 56. So that was really the offensive line of Waldwick really imposing their will on Pompton's defensive line. And it gets very easy when you start calling those kind of plays and you're getting 5-6 yards a chunk.
Thomas Del Rey to try the PAT. And it's good. 7-0 for Waldwick with 5:40 to go in the first quarter here at Pompton Lakes. John Kovach and John Rickard coming to you on the Garden State Athletic Network. Today's broadcast brought to you by 4-3 Physical Therapy. 4-3 is a one-stop physical therapy clinic for active individuals wanting to get out of pain and improve their physical performance. Our physical therapists approach their care with a fitness-forward approach and hands-on treatment. Our mission, eliminating pain and maximizing performance for active individuals. Physical therapy done right. If you want to join 4-3 Physical Therapy Performance and our other sponsors, you can jump in and sponsor the season, sponsor fall games, sponsor everything we do. There are opportunities available. And you can email sponsorships at GardenStateAthleticNetwork.com or call 973-738-3881. Del Rey to kick for Waldwick. Another short kick. It's going to be fielded by Mason Garris. Garris takes it up the right side, gets it out to about the 39.
And you never want to say in the first quarter with 5:30 to go, this is a big drive here for Pompton. Not saying they have to get points, but you got to get a couple first downs right here because that Waldwick offense is rolling right now, and they're rolling with their base run plays, tackle to tackle.
1st and 10 at the 38 with 5:34 to go in the first quarter. Waldwick has just taken a 7-0 lead on their first possession. Diamond in the backfield, 3 backs. Scramble. Murcia has it, tries to ladder it outside, and he is brought down for a loss by Luciano Mayer.
Garcia on the run. Takes him back to the scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Cardinals.
That was actually Jake Wansowitz on the tackle.
Yeah, he closed fast there. Like you said, it looked like there was a little space right there, but tackle for no gain from the safety position. You know, when you're Pompton up coach watching that now, you got to kind of look at it.
Ungst is angry because he has to come off. His helmet came off. The new rule, you've got to come off for a play if your helmet comes off unless it's pulled off. He is not happy about not being in. We could hear the coaches up here telling the Waldwick sideline that he had to come off. They got the officials' attention. So Ungst will be out for this play. Hand off to Geladani, takes it up the middle, picks up about 5.
And that's what they got to get to. He's got to be a north-south runner. You know, unfortunately for them, they had no gain on first down, so when you pick up 4 or 5 on second down, now you're in the 3rd and about 6 here. So, like we said, you know, you never want to say in the first quarter, 4 minutes to go, big play, but you want to move the sticks right here and get 3 more downs.
3rd and 6 for Pompton Lakes. They're at their own 43-yard line, trailing 7-0. 2 receivers each side. They had 2 in motion. Doesn't make a difference as a big sack there by Waldwick's number 7, Josiah Wheeland, 6'5", 225 senior defensive lineman. That's not what Pompton Lakes needed.
Yeah, and he caught our eye before the game. So I don't care what team you're on. I don't care what state you're in. When you line up and you're at 6'5", 225 pounds, you're a presence out there.
3.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Fabian back to punt. Gets it off. Fielded by Wansowitz. Decent return, picks up almost 10 yards. Garris with the tackle. He never ceases to impress me.
Yeah.
To stop impressing me.
Yes. You know, it's still good starting field position for Waldwick, though. They're starting on their 39-yard line. And very interesting here. Watching the quarterback throws lefty, kicks righty. So very interesting to see that.
Yeah. I can't figure. I couldn't do it. Back up the middle. Shut down after a gain of about 5. Mayer again. 2nd and 6.
Fabian came up with a nice hit there. Talk about a guy that's going to do everything for you. Quarterback, then you punt the ball, then you're at safety, then you just come up and make the tackle, for a 4 or 5 yard gain. So he's come to play here today, John.
2.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Waldwick taking time getting set here. 2 receivers really wide to the top of the screen. There's the handoff, attempted handoff. Ferrara keeps it. He's going to get tackled for a loss. Pompton Lakes had that one figured out.
Yeah, they said we can't sit back anymore. We got to get another man in the box, and no better guy to send on an A-gap blitz than Zeldani. And quarterback did a good job. He pulled it, he read it, but good defensive effort there. And we said big play for Pompton right now. 3rd and a long 6 here. They got to get off the field on defense.
3 receivers here, and looks like he got back. I thought we had a jump. They're saying he didn't cross. 3rd and a long 6. Ferrara, ball's away, and it's caught for the first down by the junior wide receiver, Jake Wansowitz.
And that was a great pass. That was a bullet there. So not only can Dylan run the ball like he's been running it, that was a very accurate, quick pass. First down now, and now they're on the other side of the 50 right now. And you want to talk about it. Minute 25, clock is ticking right now. So, Pompton's got to kind of keep them out of the end zone right now.
There's the jet motion again, kept by Ferrara up the middle, carries a few tacklers, falls forward, but he's going to pick up about 8. We do have a flag coming in from the back judge, way behind the plays, and it looks to me like he might have been signaling I'm going to wait and see. I thought it was a substitution. First 15-yarder of the day after the play, unnecessary roughness. Don't know where that was in the pile.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but both coaches talked about being smart, playing to the whistle, no shenanigans after the whistle. We missed it up here. But that's a big penalty right now, and that's a break for Pompton right now.
And that's after the play, so the down counts. So now you're looking at 2nd and 16 for Waldwick, coming up on a minute to go. Quickie out to number 81.
Picks up 10 there on a big play right now. Makes it a 3rd and manageable, back to a 3rd and 5. And let's talk about Dylan's arm here. That was another bullet there, put it right on him, and a nice run after the catch. John, also depending on this now, you got 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. They'll have a break after this. This may be 4-down territory right now for Waldwick.
Rocco Marquise was the receiver on that. Fake handoff. I was following the jet motion, but now it's Pompton Lakes following Ferrara as he takes it up the middle untouched for the second score late in this first quarter. That's going to be a 40-yard run for Ferrara. Is going to make it 13-0 pending the extra point.
And it doesn't get easier than that either. You want to talk about running a straight line. That's the second time he did it right here. He's staying right on the midline, right behind the center. Yeah, it was a good fake. You went with it, but the quarterback, they have to stop him first. And let's give credit to the offensive line again. Coach talked about their guys before the game. 2 underclassmen. Fairchild, he talked about Fee, and they got the freshman in there, 56, Chase. So offensive line for Waldwick is definitely winning that battle up front right now. Coach Jones has to make some adjustments defensively.
Del Rey's kick is off of the pressure. Dead ball. It stays 13-0 as we end the first quarter. Waldwick with the lead here at Pompton Lakes on the Garden State Athletic Network.
4-3 is one-stop physical therapy clinic for active individuals wanting to get out of pain and improve their physical performance. Our physical therapists approach their care with a fitness-forward approach and a hands-on treatment. Our mission, eliminating pain, maximizing performance for active individuals. Physical therapy done right.
John, no secrets in that first quarter. Both teams came out and did what they told us they were going to do, what they both expected the other team to do. And just Millburn was able to capitalize. Millburn a little bit better on it in terms of opening up holes.
Yeah, and listen, 3 plays they've run offensively. They got the cornerback keep, they ran quarterback counter, and they ran a little jet sweep right now. So, you know, this is not about X's and O's right now. We talk about that all the time. This is about the Jimmies and Joes right now, and Dylan Ferrara is getting it done with his feet. When he had to make a couple big passes for first downs, you know, the one was talking about it. You're in a 2nd and 16, completes an 11-yard pass, run after catch. So he's doing it with his feet and his arm right now. And like I said, you know, start of the second quarter. Pompton's run 6 plays in the first quarter right now, and they're down 13-0. So we're not talking about points right now. Coach Jones got to get some first downs here, got to get some clock, and got to kind of change field position.
Win third downs. Both coaches emphasize that. Win third downs. Waldwick did it, and they're up 2 scores.
And Coach said, you know, he's not off to a good start here because he was 0 for 9 on third down last week against Glen Rock. He's 0 for 2 today in the first quarter. So 0 for 11, not going to win too many football games, John.
Deep kick by Del Rey, reeled in by Mason Garris. Breaks a couple of tackles. Decent return there. Gets it up outside the 30. Almost to the 30. Well, to the 35, where Pompton Lakes will take over 1st and 10, trailing 13-0. And we had talked about how physical this game was going to be. Away from the play, there was a collision. Both guys were on the ground. One helped the other up. That's what football's about.
Yeah.
Until the whistle blows, I'm going to knock you over. As soon as the whistle blows, let's both get up and we'll do it again.
Waldwick's offensive line has met their coach's challenge. They have been physical so far.
2 backs with Fabian. Handoff there to Gelladini. And Gelladini is stuff. We've got a flag thrown behind the line of scrimmage. Holding the call. Now that, under the new rule, that'll be from the line of scrimmage. They're not walking those off from behind the line anymore.
Not the way Pompton wanted to start this drive either, getting behind the chains even longer. That was, you know, they had stopped him for, you know, no gain right there. Now you back them up 10 yards. You're at 1st and 20, so going to need someone to step up, make a play for Pompton. They don't have to get it in one play either, but need to move the ball, get some positive yards right now.
1st and 20 from the Pompton Lakes 25. Fabian takes the snap, rolls to his left. He's looking for a receiver, tucks it, rolls more, finally fires it to the coaches. There's a whisk. Fabian is down, and there is a late flag.
Yeah, and we talked about controlling emotions right there through the football. Looks like personal foul, late hit on the quarterback. So got to be smart. Both teams, big penalties right here. That's going to give Pompton a little life. If Fabian is okay, looks a little shaken up, but he's standing up right there looking for the next play from Coach. But, you know, for Waldwick, you got a chance to keep him. That would have been a 2nd and 20 over there. Now, 1st down, 15 yards, and they'll be back to their 45-yard line.
15 and the automatic first down. Or is it not an automatic first down? Yeah, there's the chase. I know that's an automatic first down.
Yeah.
So now 1st and 10 at the 40 of Pompton Lakes.
And I spoke to Waldwick's defensive coordinator, Jared Del Pone, before the game. So he's telling his guys, we got to be smart here. We got to be smart. Play the whistle.
Fabian takes the snap, hands off to Gelladini. Gelladini gets through. Still driving forward, picks up almost 10. Looks like it is 10. They'll spot him at the 50. First and 10 for Pompton Lakes, and they're a little flicker of hope for the Cardinals.
And they go right to their guy running power inside zone over there.
Back to the diamond formation, handoff to Geladini. He picks up 2 or 3 right up the middle with 10:52 to go in this second quarter.
Yeah, and Waldwick's defensive front there. You look at 57, Fairchild, only a junior, and Logan Feehan, number 54. Those guys are very active at the defensive line.
Fake handoff, rollout, pass to number 8.
Fabian's pass is complete to number 8,
Sebastian Lopez. Lopez moves the chains again. First and 10 at the 37-yard line for Pompton Lakes, making their way into Waldwick territory.
Pompton's going to loosen them up a little with some short passes over there. Maybe try to get a guy out of the box, but they go right back to their guy.
Back to Geladini. He's going to pick up probably 4 before he's gang tackled.
Hey, positive play though right now. You're on their 34-yard line. You've got some first downs here. You're getting some momentum here. You get a touchdown, cut it to a 1-score game.
Right, you're moving. You're showing now, hey, we can move the ball. Believe you can move the ball. This is about tipping the mental game right now if you're Pompton Lakes. Flea flicker, Geladini back to Fabian. Fabian throws it up, and there's going to be a pass interference call. Mason Garris was taken down around the 10-yard line.
Yeah, Coach Stassy's not too happy, but they got their feet tangled up right there. But you could see the importance to Pompton right now. They know they needed a play right there, went to their flea flicker, got a penalty over there, so big play for them. Now you start talking about, all right, we got a couple first downs, we've taken some clock off, we settled down, now we got to get points on the board.
First down for your Cardinals.
In high school, it's 15 from the line of scrimmage, and this will be enough for a first down. It'll be first and 10 at the 20 for Pompton Lakes as they continue to move deep into Waldwick territory. Officials timeout to respot the ball at the 18. First and 10 at the 18 with 9:45 to go in this first half. Geladini takes the handoff, but he trips over a tangle of feet and falls forward, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Negligible gain.
Yeah, unfortunate there, loss of feet, but you got to stay ahead of the chains right here. Big second down call here for Pompton.
Problem with the formation, but they have plenty of time. Fabian takes the snap, follows Geladini, runs into a pile, bounces back, takes it to his left. He's got some room, and he gets the first down. He'll be down around the 5-yard line. First and goal for the Cardinals with 9:11 left in this second quarter.
Great job, and listen, Waldwick had that bottled up inside. He bounced outside, broke contain, and we've seen it 2 weeks ago. We see it here today. He has some legs, and he's a very effective runner when he has to be.
Heads up to bounce off the pile and know he could carry it out to the left. Timeout called by Waldwick. 9:11 to go in this first half. Hey, we're going to be bringing a lot more football this fall. You want to be part of it? You want to sponsor it? Want to promote your business and support local teams? Become a sponsor on the Garden State Athletic Network. We have network and game sponsorships opportunities available for the fall of the 2025 season. Let us help promote your business or organization throughout New Jersey, all at an affordable cost. Email us at sponsorships@GardenStateAthleticNetwork.com or calling 973-738-3881. Today's game is brought to you by 4-3 Physical Therapy, a one-stop physical therapy clinic for active individuals wanting to get out of pain and improve their physical performance. Physical therapy done right. Coming out of the timeout, first and goal for Pompton Lakes at the Waldwick 5. First real threat by Pompton Lakes. They trail 13-0. Geladini takes the handoff, breaks one tackle, drives the pile forward. He'll be close. Looks like he'll be at the one, if not inside. Second and goal.
Nice answer here by Pompton's offense. Coach Jones is the offensive coordinator right now. Settled down. They were helped out by the big penalty, but they've taken advantage of it. Talked about they were 0 for 2 on third downs, 0 for 9 last game. They got 2 big third down conversions here, and here we go again.
Fabian under center, hands off to Geladini. He runs into a pile. A lot of pushing and shoving. Not in. It's going to be third and goal from the 1. Clock is running with 8:23 to go in the second quarter.
And I'll tell you what, Fairchild, 57, that was a great play. Must have been on a stunt or something like there, but you got to block him when he's over the nose and he gets in your backfield that fast and disrupts it. You got to know where he is. Now look at this. You know, going to be tough to run those A-gaps right now. You got 77 and 57. That's a lot of beef right there in the A-gap. So let's see what Coach does here.
Fabian keeps it. I don't think he got there.
Got to get a body on 57, John. He's in the A-gap right there. He stopped that play again.
Pompton Lakes is arguing touchdown. I'm looking for an official signal. And it is a touchdown. It is a touchdown.
Great second effort there, John, because Fairchild was there at the point of attack. So that's leg drive, that's will, desire, and that's getting Pompton right back in this game. 13-6, 7:44 to go with the extra point pending.
And that jumbo defense, that goal line, let's load it up, did not work there. His second effort converts for Pompton Lakes. Geladini's kick is good. 13-7. Pompton Lakes has cut the lead to 1 score with 7:44 left.
And we don't talk about it a lot, John. We wanted to talk about it last game. Talk about long snappers, number 51, Joey Alloy. And when the other team misses an extra point and you got a snapper that is going to Long Island University as a long snapper, you could see how important special teams are. And we knew this game was going to be physical, but sometimes it comes down to the little things. Extra point right now, 13-7, could come back and bite them, but looks like Pompton kind of settled down right now, got some of their physicality up front to get going with Zeladani. Quarterback had a great run. We're right back in this game.
Here's a replay of the touchdown. Nothing fancy. That's the previous play.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, he didn't have to get a lot there, John. He did not get a lot. So, like I said, Fairchild was in the backfield right there. I'm sure Coach is going to make some adjustments for that guard to block down on him because he's a load in the middle. He's an athletic kid. You can't have him in your backfield, especially when you're on the 1 yard line.
Now, this is the first we've seen Milburn run one back. They deferred. There is a huge hole in the middle of that.
The kick for the Cardinals is number 4, Geladini.
Geladini kicks it deep. Almost running into his fellow returner.
Returns it for about 25 yards.
Was Wasnowitz.
On their own 31-yard line.
John, let's see if Pompton's defense right now can toughen up a little inside. You know, we talked about Waldwick's physicality up front on their 2 touchdown drives. I'm sure they're not changing anything right now.
Handoff across the middle, stuffed after a short gain. Nothing different there. Handed off to Luciano Meyer and let him hit the middle.
The only difference was Pompton stopped him for a 2 yard gain, which is a win for them on first down.
what I see as potentially big for Pompton, if they can get a 3 and out here and get the ball back without a sustained Waldwick possession.
Yeah, well, John, look at the clock right now. After this play, we're going to be midway through the second quarter right here. So both teams running the football, clock is running. So, you start talking about, you get up 2 touchdowns right here. The possessions are going to be a problem.
Mayer again cuts it back. He finds an opening. He breaks a couple of tackles, breaks another, and he's just brought down. Shoestring tackle by number 86 for Pompton Lakes. 88, Freddie Post. And Post saving the touchdown there, but a huge gain for the Warriors. 1st and 10 at the Pompton Lakes 30.
And Waldwick going right what they've done all game. They're staying inside the tackles, John, running the football, and that was some hard running late.
Mayer again. Nope. Fake. Kept by Ferrara. Picks up 6. Be 2nd and 4.
And you see what they do. They're going right back to their bread and butter right here. We want Dylan, ball in his hands, getting, 3rd and, I mean, he got he got a good 6 yards there on first down.
2nd and 4. And what's the downside? You're gaining yards, you're beating them physically, you're burning clock. Hand off to Mayer. He fights his way through. He'll move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Pompton Lakes 19 as Waldwick drives for a quick response to the Pompton Lakes touchdown. Waldwick leads 13-7, 5.5 minutes to go in this first half.
Waldwick doesn't huddle up, but they're not in a rush right here.
No.
That clock is ticking, 5:28. They got a first down inside the 20-yard line, so they're in no rush right now. They're in good shape here with the clock and the way they're running the football.
Jet again to number 42. He's brought down after about a 5-yard gain. E.J. Cosapoli again.
And I talked to Coach on the phone this week. We talked about, again, they call him Old Man Ungst. He's a 4-year starter right now. He says he's been around longer than half of the coaches on staff, making a big play there, and they're in a 2nd and 6. They need another one.
4:40 to go in the first half. Waldwick up 13-7 and driving. Ferreira, hand off to Mayer. Mayer runs into a pile. He'll pick up a few. It'll be 3rd and short.
Mayer on the run, gains about 3, tackled by number 8, Sebastian Lopez.
From around the Pompton Lakes 10-yard line, 3rd and 2.
And you'd have to think this is 2-down territory for Waldwick. Once again, they're not in a rush here to go. Looking at the coach, getting his signals.
Motion out, faked a quick pass. Ferreira keeps it, runs into Lopez.
Ferrara's run is good enough for first down.
But moves the chains. That's the important thing. Be 1st and goal just outside the Pompton Lakes 5-yard line. 3:40 to go in his second quarter.
It's almost a little different here when you see the clock running, teams running the football. There's no spread throwing it all around. These games move quick when both teams are running the football the way they are here today, John.
Place your concession stand order early. Mayer again gets stacked up. Minimal gain, less than a yard. Be 2nd and goal just inside the 5. Coming up on 3 minutes to go. Clock is stopped. Now they wind it.
3 minutes ago, that's about 4 football plays here, the way we're going here today.
Seriously. Jet motion across. Capolizzi takes it, almost loses it, and escapes a tackle and gets it down right to the doorstep. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 1. Pompton Lakes thought he was tackled and his knee never touched.
Great effort, put his hand down, and every running back coach in America teaches that. Stayed up, knee didn't hit, put his hand down. Pompton's, raced to the football there, but now you're in a 3rd and goal. Looks like it's from the 3 right now, so.
Make some noise. It is 3rd down.
Talk about physicality, who's going to win the battle up front right now. Big play here for both teams, offense, defensive line.
Ferreira under center now. Hands off to Mayer, and he's caught in the backfield. Number 69.
There is a flag on the field.
I think the back judge came in. I think he called a horse collar on that.
Jaden Tweetman on the tackle. Face mask, the call. That's going to be an automatic 1st down for Millburn. They'll get half the distance. More importantly, though, fresh set of downs.
That's a killer for you right now. You would have been in a 4th and goal from the 1 or 2, possibly. Waldwick could have attempted a field goal. Now you get the penalty, face mask. Now they still have 3rd down up there.
Yeah, that can't be accurate. Mayer runs through a tackler. Touchdown. The way Waldwick's been doing it. Just good, hard running. Mayer with the touchdown. Makes it 19-7, pending the extra point. Nothing fancy there. Hey, this is old school football.
Yeah.
We're coming at you. Stop us.
Unfortunate penalty for Pompton. Didn't look like it was a flagrant face mask there. The hand must have got on a face mask, but instead of a 4th and 2, 4th and goal from the 2, fresh set of downs, touchdown, 19-7, extra point pending.
Del Rey with the kick. High snaps brought down. Kicks up, and it is good. He's 2 for 3 on PATs.
The score is the Warriors 20,
and it's 20. We're going to take a look at the replay, John, on that 3rd touchdown. Forum Coffee bringing you to replay. And this is just an in-your-face run.
Yeah, and listen, credit Pompton. He was there at the thing. Then a leg drive kind of took him into the end zone. When you're a running back and you got the ball and you're inside the 1-yard line, you're probably not getting it the next down. You got to get in. Leg drive was big there.
I think a lot of that was leg drive going the other way. You can't catch a running back. You've got to collide with him. You got to have your feet moving. That was a hit. I don't know that the leg drive was there to keep him out of the end zone, and he ends up really just falling in.
Well, what helps there? You get some other people to kind of run to the football and help you after you make that initial contact. Remember, he's being blocked too, which is a tough play.
Oh, yeah.
You need everybody. You need all hands on deck. You got to get there and stop him. Obviously, Pompton did not get there. 6 points right there. So, minute 42 here. Pompton moved the ball last drive. Let's see how Coach wants to play this. I believe they have 3 timeouts.
They have all their timeouts.
If the scoreboard is correct.
Called 1.
Yeah. So they have 3 timeouts, 1:42. Let's see the field position they get here on the kickoff.
Oh, I'm not saying it's easy to keep the leg drive going, but Del Rey with the kick. Garris has it. He's trying to find space. Had a little bit. Now he's met by a pile, but he gets it outside the 30, where Pompton Lakes will take over 1st and 10 with 1:33 to go in this first half.
Well, we'll see the mindset here of Coach Jones, send it in a play. This is one of those situations where let's see what we do here. If we can get 10 yards, 12 yards, maybe we'll get into it. If we don't, maybe we'll just try to get out of here. But remember, Waldwick has 2 timeouts left, so they may have to get a 1st down here, not to punt.
Right. I mean, Waldwick can use those 2 timeouts on defense and force another possession. Fabian and Celadini in the backfield. Celadini motions out, looking for the swing. Pass to Garris, and it's off his hands. They were running the out pattern there, and he just couldn't bring it in.
I just hold my breath as a coach right there. When you see that, when you're throwing the ball into the flat right now and it kind of floats up there for a second, that's the last thing that they need. But it does look like Waldwick was not in a blitzing mode right there. They're playing back right now. They understand that they don't want Pompton to get some big plays here where they have an opportunity to score. I think Waldwick would be happy going in here at 20-7 at the half. Big play here, though, for Pompton, because that incomplete pass also stops the clock right now.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I don't think either team would be unhappy going in where they are. Pompton would like to get another one back, but you're manageable right now. Handoff across to Geladini. He's met by 3 Waldwick defenders, loses a yard and change, and it's going to be 3rd and a long 11 from the 30-yard line. 1:12 and counting on the clock. I don't know. If I'm Waldwick, I might have called a timeout here.
I would have called a timeout 10 seconds ago, right after that, and see where they're at. But like you said, I'm assuming, Pompton's in the 3rd, 55 seconds to go here. So if they don't get a first down, they're still going to have to punt the ball, probably with 30 seconds to go.
45 seconds to go. There's a chance, though, that that's going to do away with that. One of the offensive linemen fell forward. That's going to be a false start. Back him up 5. I think the bigger deal is it stops the clock.
Yeah.
3rd and 15 now from the Pompton Lakes 25. 40 seconds to go. Had they gotten a play off there, run some time, by the time the spot, the ready, they might not have had to snap the ball again.
Yeah. Clock starts again. Waldwick does not seem like they're going to use their timeouts here.
No.
But they're still going to have some time here after this play if they don't get a first down.
Geladini runs through, picks up a few, gets tackled. It's going to be 4th down and 13 from the 29. 10 seconds to go. I don't think Pompton Lakes is going to have to run a play here. They're just going to let this run down and take it to halftime. And that's what they do. 20-7 the score in favor of Waldwick. John, they did what they wanted to do when they wanted to do it for an entire half.
Yeah, and there was no trickery by Waldwick right there. That was running the football, running our quarterback, tackle to tackle, being physical. Pompton did show some life with their big drive that was helped by a penalty right here. But, both teams are going to go in and want to be physical in the second half. Waldwick is not going to change anything right now. They're having a lot of success running their base plays. Their quarterback is a horse when he's running the football, tough to bring down. We'll see what Pompton does defensively. And Coach Kuntz, Paul Kuntz, the defensive coordinator for Pompton, he's going to have his hands full because they're not running any trick plays. They're not running anything that Pompton doesn't know Waldwick is going to run. Now it's a matter of stopping it.
Got to execute. Again, today's broadcast brought to you by 4-3 Physical Therapy. 4-3 is a one-stop physical therapy clinic for active individuals wanting to get out of pain and improve their physical performance. Our physical therapists approach their care with a fitness-forward approach and hands-on treatment. Our mission, eliminating pain and maximizing performance for active individuals. Physical therapy done right, 4-3 Physical Therapy. We'll be back soon with the second half here on the Garden State Athletic Network. Welcome back to Pompton Lakes. John Kovach and John Rickard here on the Garden State Athletic Network for this afternoon's game, brought to you by 4-3 Physical Therapy Performance. 4-3 is a one-stop physical therapy clinic for active individuals wanting to get out of pain and improve their physical performance. Our physical therapists approach their care with a fitness-forward approach and hands-on treatment. Our mission, eliminating pain and maximizing performance for active individuals. Physical therapy done right. John, 20-7 in favor of the visiting Waldwick Warriors. And Waldwick has really imposed its will on Pompton Lakes for the first half. Nowhere is it more profound than on the Warriors' second touchdown.
Yeah, and Waldwick is winning the battle up front. But when you watch this play, when they go jet motion over here, Pompton just got caught looking there. They had pulled their big lineman 57. He didn't even have to throw that block. And when the quarterback doesn't move off the midline and he runs 40-plus yards for a touchdown, that's not what the Pompton's defensive coordinator, Paul Kuntz, wants to do. You got to put pressure on him. You got to read your keys there. I know the motion, everybody wants to run that little eye candy right there. But listen, when you're Pompton, you got to be focused on stopping that quarterback first.
Now, before the game even started, Milburn put itself in really good position given how things have unfolded. Waldwick, I said it again, Waldwick put themselves in really good position. They won the toss and deferred. So now they're going to get the ball to start the second half already with a 20-7 lead.
Well, when you look at, I don't care what level you're coaching at, Pop Warner, high school, college, or the NFL, what is the perfect scenario? You defer if you win the toss, you score right before halftime, and then you get the ball back in the third quarter. And listen, I think both coaches know the importance right now, and I'm sure Coach Jones does. You're down 20-7. You're giving them the ball. They go down and score and make this a 27-7 game. I don't care if it's 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes in. You're 3 scores down with the way that they're running the football, with their quarterback running, with their jet sweep, they're completing passes. That's a tough challenge for any coaching staff, especially Pompton right here. So Coach Kuntz, their defensive coordinator, Coach Jones, let's see their adjustments, but they're going to need them right now to start this third quarter.
Waldwick has the luxury. They can do things as slowly or as quickly as they want. If they want to come out, especially if they score on this drive, they come out, go 4-minute offense, go a 24-minute offense, and just wait for the hand to go up that there's 5 seconds left on the play clock and chew up time that way. If they need to speed things up, they've certainly proven that they can control the pace of this game. Pompton, I hate saying that the first possession of any half is crucial. I think Pompton has to get a stop on this first possession.
Oh, and we'll just say this here: if they don't, I mean, possessions are going to be very limited here, you know. And I know when Pompton's kind of blitzed Zeldani a little bit, and they had some success with that, but they're going to have to get an extra guy in the box here. But that kind of opens up some big plays. So let's see their adjustment. I'm always interested to see what coaches do after halftime, what they're going to do. But you can't allow their quarterback, who has over 100 yards rushing, just to come out here and keep running the football.
All right, do you drop a kick into this big hole in the middle of the formation, which they did not?
I wouldn't do it right there because you need some field position. So, if you don't get it, you give them field position, which right now Pompton did a great job. So they're going to start. Waldwick's going to start on their 26-yard line, 25, 26-yard line. Let's see what Pompton does here. They got to come out inspired here in the second half, especially on defense.
Jake Wosnowitz fielded the kick, got it out to looks like the 27.
On their own 26-yard line.
26, we'll call it. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. But great coverage. That's the first thing the Cardinals needed. Oh, we've got a real tight trips here. Screen pass out to the left side. Caught by number 24, Ise Kozapoli. Brought down after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and a long 8.
I see that as a win for Pompton right there. They came out with a different formation there, getting +2. So, and once again, I think you look at the numbers right there. They had trips set out. Pompton had 2 guys set out, but their inside linebacker flew out there to help out with the tackle. When they've needed a play, they go right back to their bread and butter, Waldwick. Let's see what they do here on 2nd down.
3-receiver look again. Now they're spread out to the top, and you just had the X-receiver, the outside receiver, step forward. That's going to be illegal motion against Waldwick. Back them up 5. Going to make it 2nd and 13.
Hey, going just the way Coach Jones wants it to go here to start off. You know, 2nd and let's call it 13 here. Big play here for Pompton. And once again, let's see what Waldwick does right now. Every time they needed a play, they go back to their basic bread and butter with some run plays. Let's see what they call here to start the 3rd quarter.
Ferreira, ready for the snap, takes it. He hands it off to Luciano Mayer. Mayer picks up 4. Going to bring up 3rd and 8.
And I'd like to see number 54 there, Justin Unks, making a play right here. I'm sure the coaches talked to him at halftime and said, come on, let's go. We need you right now. Big play there. 3rd and 8 for Pompton. Let's see if they can get off the field. Coach talked about winning 3rd downs.
Ferreira back to pass. He throws it to Mayer, and Mayer takes a big hit. As soon as he catches it, that's winning 3rd down, because now you're 4th and 11, and Waldwick will be punting from deep in their own territory.
And listen, see who's making the plays for Pompton. All of their guys. Number 4, Zeldani. We talked about 54, 4-year starter Unk. So they've got Coach Jones's message here at halftime. They've produced. They've gotten off the field on 3rd down right now. And now let's just see what their offense can do if they get this ball back here. Great answer by Pompton's defense, though, Coach Kuntz.
Del Rey back to punt. Snaps on the ground. It's loose. And Del Rey covers it. Pompton's going to take over just outside the 5. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 6. That's the worst thing that could have happened if you're the Waldwick Warriors.
Well, if Coach Jones drew up a perfect opening drive there for defense and special teams to start the 3rd quarter, he's got it right now. 9:33 on the clock. And you could see momentum here changing a little. You could see a little pep, little bounce over here on Pompton's side, and you could see Waldwick saying, like, what just happened here? We were in total control. 3 plays later here, this could be a 1-score game.
This could cast doubt. Fabian under center. Hands off to Gelladini. He's got a hole. Gelladini takes it close.
And I like what happens right there. Quarterback under center. Now we're going downhill right now with Zeladani. We don't want to fool around here. We don't want to get fancy. Quarterback in under center. Give it off. Offensive line, let's get off the ball.
Fabian stays under center. Gelladini the lone back. False start against Pompton Lakes. That's going to back them up 5.
You know, you talk about shooting yourself in the foot here. Both teams did it. The bad snap over there, unforced, and then offensive guard, right offensive guard jumping off over there. Those are mistakes when you get these kind of breaks and you got 1st and goal right now. Now you're at 2nd and goal, but now you're back to the 9.5 yard line. Puts a lot of pressure on Pompton right here for this play.
And you can't get a 1st down. You need to score here. Back in the gun. Fabian takes the snap. Hands off to Gelladini. Gelladini's plants, cuts back, runs into a pile. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Looks like the 6-yard line. Arms going up now. Maybe we're seeing a little bit of what we were told about before the game. Maybe a little bit of the competitiveness boiling over, let's say.
Yeah, I didn't see too much of that. I think that was a little acting, trying to get a penalty over there. But listen, you got to do what you're going to do.
No one would ever do that. I would never do that.
It seemed like it to me. I'd have to look at it. But Fairchild kind of grabbed him. He didn't throw him down.
Yeah.
kind of put his hands up right here. But big down here for Pompton. Let's see if this is 4 down territory too.
Back under center, Fabian takes the handoff. Geladini gets tripped up as he crosses, and it's going to be 4th and goal. Ferreira, the quarterback for Waldwick, made that shoestring tackle.
And John, when I see that play, what they're running on 3rd and 9, it kind of seems like, yeah, we're gonna go for it on 4th down right here. I don't see the extra point field goal team running out there, so seems like 4th and 4, they're gonna go for it here. We have an injured player, I believe, offensive lineman down. I didn't get a number.
Yeah, I didn't get it. It was in the middle of the pile, so I think it is an offensive lineman.
Could be 78.
Today's broadcast on the Garden State Athletic Network is sponsored by 4-3 Physical Therapy Performance. 4-3 is a one-stop physical therapy clinic for active individuals wanting to get out of pain and improve their physical performance. Our physical therapists approach their care with a fitness-forward approach and hands-on treatment. Our mission, eliminating pain and maximizing performance for active individuals. Physical therapy done right. 4-3 Physical Therapy Performance. Player who is down was number 78. That's Ahmad Bazbaz. He's up and he's walking off unassisted.
Now, very tough. He's got to come out for the next play right now, so it seems like he's going to be okay, just can't play for this play.
We'll watch for him going back in.
Big play here for Pompton, John.
Mason Garris, the lone receiver, really, really wide to our side. 2 backs, a diamond formation. Handoff to Geladini, takes it outside, waltzes in. He got hit as he went in, but he was already in. Touchdown, Pompton Lakes.
Now, in his celebration, John, unfortunately, he spun the football. Ref threw a flag right there, so you just can't do that. I know you're excited. It's a big run here. You get right back in the game here, but now field position is going to matter for Waldwick on this kickoff.
And he has to be careful because now if you get 2 unsportsmanlikes, you're out for the remainder of the current game and the next game.
And Coach Jones is talking to them right now about that.
Now that is after the play, so the touchdown does count. They're going to enforce the 15-yard penalty on the kickoff.
Yeah. Well, that's why I talked about field position for Waldwick now. It just, it's unfortunate. They are 15, 16, 17-year-old kids here. They're excited. They just got back into the football game. And unfortunately, that's what they learn when they watch on TV, what's happening. So unfortunate for them.
Geladini's kick is good, 20-14. Puts Pompton Lakes 1 score from tying it, a score in the PAT from taking the lead, but now they're going to kick off 15 yards deeper. I've always felt, and you see it a lot at the college and the pro levels, if you want to put an end to that, start to back that up on the conversion.
Yeah.
And when coaches start losing games 7-6 and 21-20, and you will see an end to that kind of stuff after plays.
Yeah, especially in a high school game. 15 yards for makes it a 30-yard field goal. So not too many teams making those.
I'm running hook and lateral and hoping for the best.
Look where they kick off from now. It just kind of starts the whole next drive. Is they got all the momentum, all the excitement. Now they're kicking off here, and Waldwick with a decent return is going to be around midfield.
You can erase that erased any positivity Pompton Lakes could have come out of this with. And if you want to become a sponsor for our games, we've got opportunities available. Contact us at 973-738-3881. or sponsorships at GardenStateAthleticNetwork.com.
Yeah, John. I mean, always important to have our sponsors here and supporting the high school athletics here in the state of New Jersey.
Big kick is over the deep man, scooped up by Ishmael Collado. Collado tries to make something happen, but good coverage by Pompton Lakes, and they're going to force they're going to pin Waldwick inside the 20, be first and 10 around the 19.
Well, forget everything we just talked about there.
Yeah,
the penalty, 15 yards and good field position. Obviously, Waldwick now has the worst starting field position they've had all game. Pompton is excited here. We talk about momentum. Let's see if it carries into this drive.
Handoff up the middle, shut right down after a short game. It's more than I thought. It's a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7.
Much better job on the counter, though. They're getting some more bodies in there. Pompton is flying around inside right now.
Jet motion across, faked. Ferreira takes it, breaks one tackle, breaks another. He's in space. Garris is shrugged off. He's finally caught around a 30-yard line. A huge gain for Waldwick's quarterback. Ferreira gives the Warriors 1st and 10 at the Pompton Lakes 30.
Seen that play before, the little jet motion. He's going to fake it to him, pull it out, and he's, when he pulls that ball, he looks like a running back that's playing quarterback, but he is a very good runner. He's north-south, and he is tough to bring down after he gets past that initial defensive line.
Quite a few yards after contact there. Handoff to Mayer, up the middle, picks up 4. Be 2nd and 6. And again, that was another one. You really need to do a lot of blocking because on that jet motion, there was a wholesale adjustment that Ferreira was able to read and just pick his lane.
Yeah, and you look at it again, Waldwick, what is Coach DeStassi going back to? His bread and butter. Quarterback, inside run game, stay inside the tackles, let our big boys do the work for us, stay on track and stay ahead of the chains, and they're doing that on this drive.
2nd and 6 at the 27. Another fake. Almost losing it, Ferreira, but he falls forward, picks up a couple. It'll be 3rd and a long 3 from the Pompton Lakes 24-yard line. 5:23 to go in this 3rd quarter.
A couple people adjusting their chin straps now. This is getting a little physical right here. This is what we talked about, the coaches talked about, and this is kind of time to do it here. 3rd and 3, calling a long 3 right now.
Win 3rd down. Handoff to Mayer. He's caught by 2, but he's pulled forward, and I think pulling him forward to bring him down gave him the yardage to move to chains. 1st and 10 inside the 20-yard line for Waldwick.
Good hard running, just getting enough. Every play's not going to be a touchdown. Every play's not going to be a 50-yard run. Let's get to 3, 4, 5 positive yards. Keep moving, keep moving the sticks. Let's keep getting first downs right now. That's what Waldwick is in right now, and they're in good field position. Worst field position to start any drive. They're now at the 20-yard line of Pompton.
Shift to wing right. Fake. Ferreira keeps it. He's got lane. He's got some seals, and he's got a touchdown. Dylan Ferreira. Almost untouched. Gets the Pompton Lakes touchdown right back, and Waldwick back in more comfortable control, 26-14, pending the extra point.
Yeah, we talked about some of the adjustments right there. They had a blitz on with Zeldani. He just went to he was on the offside, counter, pulled it, and then Ferrari again, 20-yard touchdown run with not much resistance.
Del Rey's kick is up. It did get tipped, I think, but it's still through.
kick is good.
Makes it 27-14 with 4:27 left in the third quarter. Take a look at that touchdown to see we get that replay set.
Yeah, and you could see, we talked about they may have to get another guy inside the box. Well, they get him inside the box. Obviously, they just went to the wrong side over there. I'm going to watch what happened with the defensive lineman if he was supposed to slant the other way but got picked up over there. And listen, let's give credit to Waldwick and their coaching staff, Coach Stassi. Momentum had swung over there. Pompton was feeling good. They got a great kickoff. They started at the 20-yard line, and they went right down the field and scored. Oh, they got a great wash over there. That left side of the line did a great job just washing down, and he doesn't need a lot of room when you give him that much room,
No.
and he's going to get into the end zone. That was a very good scheme, very good offensive play, and they just had Pompton in a blitz. Fortunately for them, it was to the wrong side.
I think also that motion, you got guys watching the motion, whether they're supposed to be or not, they're following the motion, and it's enough of a distraction to give Ferrara 2 steps. That's all he needs.
Yeah, and listen, they say all the eye candy, all the dressings, read your keys. Sometimes the eye dressing takes over for your keys. When it happens against a running quarterback like that, you get stuck in touchdown.
Del Rey's kick. Fielded by Sean Daly. Daly brings it out to the 30, where Pompton Lakes will take over 1st and 10 with 4:22 left in this third quarter.
Another fast-moving quarter here, John. We're at 4 minutes, 22 seconds in the third quarter. 13-point lead for Waldwick right now. And Pompton's going to start on their 30-yard line right here. It had a lot of success on the last drive. Let's see if it continues here.
Back to a diamond formation. You've got it back to either side of Fabian. You've got Geladini behind him. Fabian follows. He's got a hole. He's got the sideline. Turns it upfield. One man to beat. He's nudged out of bounds by Mayer, but not before moving the chains into Waldwick territory. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for your Cardinals.
Just outside the 40-yard line. Gain of 28. Be 1st and 10 at the 42.
Coach Jones says, you know what? Our number 17, Jonah Fabian, he could run the ball too at the quarterback position.
Geladini takes it, runs into a pile, bounces outside, but he's wrestled to the ground by Ferrara.
But that's his style right there. Ugly inside, bouncing off blockers, and then you look up, he's got 4.5, 5 yards.
He puts his nose all the places you tell a guy not to.
Yeah.
Don't go in there. They're all bad guys in there. There he goes.
2 positive plays for Pompton starting this drive.
Christian Murcia in the backfield now as Geladini gets a drink and a breather. Murcia motions out. He's going to take the swing. Escapes one tackle, but he's brought down. That's going to be a loss of about 6. Going to bring up 3rd and 11.
You know, those plays look easy. They're out in space, but you miss one block out there, all of a sudden you're 4 yards behind the chains, and you kind of get stuck. And give Waldwick a lot of credit. They're flying to the football in the secondary.
3rd and 11. Same play the other way to Geladini. Fake. Long throw by Fabian. Overthrows the intended receiver. Lopez brings up 4th and 11. You kind of need to go for this.
You know, they had the play there. Schemed it up right, had him wide open, a little overthrown right here, and you know, you could just see how important possessions and what Coach Jones thinks about possessions here. Let's see if he runs another quick kick here, or if he's going to go for it. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Geladini next to Fabian. Fabian drops back after taking the snap. Looks downfield. Puts it up. There should be a flag, and there it is. Pass interference to call.
Jonah Fabian's pass is incomplete to number 7,
Mason Garris was positioning himself to catch it, took a shot in the back, pass interference to call. It's going to be 15 yards and a first down for Pompton Lakes.
Great ball, too, by Fabian. He put it on him. Would have been a contested catch there. Got there a second early. Looked like just a good football play on both sides. It was 1 second off there, pass interference. Now first down, 15 yards, and Pompton has life here. 2:53, third quarter. Got a new set of downs here. Resilient. Pompton has been resilient this whole game.
Good word.
Yes, very resilient. Keep fighting. No quitting them. No quitting Coach Jones right here. And they got a chance here to make it a one-score game if they get in the end zone in this drive.
Seen both teams really be resilient because Pompton scored, cuts it to a one-score game. And here comes Waldwick right up the field. All right, we can do that too. Fabian in the gun. Handoff. Tosses it to Garris on the reverse, and he's tackled for a loss of about 4. It's going to be 2nd and 14 from the 30.
Let's give credit to Waldwick and their defense over there. I told you, I spoke to Jarrett Delone before the game. You know, you start getting caught, you start wanting to fly around the field. They run a reverse right there. Defensive end stays home. That's not getting caught in that eye candy. That's what is my job responsibility. Play goes away, anything coming back my way, you can't coach it any better. You can't do it any better. Great job by Waldwick, and sets up a second and, call it 12-13 here for Pompton.
Discipline stops the reverse. As long as you stay disciplined, play your assignment, do your job.
Yep. Easier said than done sometimes, John.
Much. Fabian in the gun, hands off to Geladini, coming across to his left, right up the middle, and he gets cut down, a shoestring tackle, not before a big game.
Great game for the Cardinals.
And it's going to be close enough. It's going to be a first down just outside the Waldwick 15 with 52 seconds to go. Back to Geladini. He's got another seam. Caught, fights his way through for some tough yards. Picks up about 4, be 2nd and 6.
I just watch the play calls when they get in a tough situation behind the sticks. They go right back to their bread and butter. Waldwick does it. Pompton does it. We're running the football. We want to be physical. We're giving it to our workhorse in the backfield. Get us the yards.
We dare you to stop it. Inside 20 seconds of the third quarter. 27-14 the score for Waldwick. 2nd and 6. Geladini takes the handoff for Pompton Lakes. Picks up a few. It's going to be 3rd and 4.
Geladini makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to make a 3rd and 7.
Oh, just got back to the line of scrimmage.
John, we're 2 plays from this third quarter being over.
Geladini drops up a little touch pass to Lopez. Lopez fights through 2 blockers, 2 tackles, and a touchdown. I did not see that coming.
Nice play, and Coach Jones is fired up. When you run a little trick play and it works, you always feel a little bit better over there. There was a lot of bodies over there. You want to talk about a nice little touch pass. It was almost like just a little dump over his head there for a touchdown. So Pompton, we said resilient. We said there's no quit. No quitting the coaching staff. No quitting these kids. Great drive there. And you could see number 17 quarterback Fabian coming off. He had that big run to start the drive when they were on their 30-yard line. So we're going to get into this fourth quarter in a one-score game here, John. Just what we thought we would have before this game.
Will now attempt the extra point.
39 seconds. I try to read. It's a tough scoreboard to read here with the sun where it is. Geladini is good on the extra point. 27-21. Waldwick by 6. And we're going to take another look at this touchdown pass.
Yeah, and everybody looked kind of bunched up over there. So handoff, they faked the reverse, and just a little dump off. And listen, when these guys get the football, they're tough to bring down here. And I don't want to say Waldwick was out of position. They were kind of there, but aggressive running after the catch, yards after contact.
Yeah.
And we got a football game here, 39 seconds to go here. So one-score game. And you think that we talked about it before with the long snapping and how good it was. for Pompton, and we got a missed extra point here. Could loom large here in the fourth quarter of this game.
I just watched Justin Ungst make his way down the entire sideline, slapping hands with everybody, getting the team fired up on that. And if you need something else to fire you up, the run after catch by Lopez when he caught that touch pass was just want to. That you are not stopping me. I'm scoring a touchdown on this.
Yeah, and we talk about players making plays when you have to make them. And listen, we have Justin Ungst here getting them fired up. When you're a 4-year starter, I don't care what school you're at in America at high school. You're a good football player. You're a captain, and you got to lift these guys up. And listen, you're at home right now. You're 1-3. You want to get back in the conference discussion right now. This is a big game for them, and they got to finish strong here in the fourth quarter.
Still 39 seconds to go in the third quarter as Geladini kicks off. Low roller, scooped up. Scooped up by Ishmael Collado, and Collado brought down, but he gets the Warriors out of a hole, sets them up at 1st and 10 at their own 33.
I said it before, John. I just like to see the coach's mindset coming in right now. I'm assuming Waldwick's not changing anything. We're going to stay tackle to tackle. We're going to run the football. Let's see what they have here.
Shift across. Motion back across. Somebody, we got encroachment. It's going to be, see where it, probably against Pompton. Going to set up 1st and 5.
Ball's going to be offsides on the Cardinals.
Coach Jones not happy. Not happy with that. You know, the self-inflicted here. You can't have it. You're trying to win this football game. You're down 6. End of the third quarter here. Got to play clean.
Well, I think he was looking for motion, too, because you had a shift and then somebody coming back. And I don't know that everybody was set. Fake the jet. There's Ferrara up the gut. And he picks up about 13. Gets the ball to midfield. Be 1st and 10 at the Waldwick 49 with 15 seconds to go in this third quarter. And Waldwick clinging to a 6-point lead.
Got to stop that play if you're Pompton. You want to win this football game, you got to stop quarterback. You got to stop quarterback. And like I said, he's running a straight line. I know they're faking a jet sweep over there. Their line is doing a great job, but you got to stop quarterback run there.
And that's the end of the third quarter, and it's been a good one. The Waldwick Warriors 27, Pompton Lakes 21. We'll be back for the fourth quarter here on the Garden State Athletic Network. Today's broadcast brought to you by 4-3 Physical Therapy.
4-Star Physical Therapy is a one-stop physical therapy clinic for active individuals wanting to get out of pain and improve their physical performance. Our physical therapists approach their care with a fitness-forward approach and a hands-on treatment. Our mission, eliminate pain and maximize performance for active individuals. Physical therapy done right.
We thank 4-3 for sponsoring us here today. Beautiful day, a little bit warm, but nice. And I just love this setting. Natural grass, Saturday afternoon, old concrete field house. You're in a public park. The band marches down the street. I mean, this is a high school football setting.
Yeah, it sure is. And I told you last time I was here, friends with Jared Luciani, the president of the Board of Education here. I coached wrestling with him and football with him. He loves this town. He loves this community. And they've held on to their traditions. We talked about it. Coach Jones, graduate. Assistant coaches, graduate. They hire their own. They come back to community. They're very important here. When we get here, we feel it with the guys that are working before. They're working the gate, working the concession. Great community here.
Ferrer in the gun, keeps on the fake, a stiff arm, but clinging to bring him down. Number 59, Gabriel Arequipa. prevents any further damage, but a gain of 4 for Ferrara.
Stopped a big play, but still a very positive play for Waldwick right there. 4 yards on first down, get it to a 2nd and 6. No rush here at all for Waldwick.
I'm not snapping a ball till the back judge's hand goes up.
Yeah, now they don't huddle, but they're in no quick offense here.
There's the handoff coming across to number 16, Luciano Mayer. Mayer gets it across
Mayer with a 2-yard gain.
the 45. Going to be 3rd and 4. 3rd and 3.
Let's see what Coach Kuntz Pompton calls here on his 3rd down. I don't think you could stay in base right here. I think, 10:50 on the clock ticking. I think you got to got them off the field right now. There's our motion.
Wow.
Much better job with quarterback on a pull right there, but when it's 3rd and 3, very tough to stop Dylan. There he gets 6 yards and first down.
Right, you're not bringing him down on first contact.
Yeah.
He is thick, he is tough, and he can run the football.
And he knows it's 3rd and 3, and he knows clock is ticking, and he knows he wants another set of downs right here.
He got him 1st and 10 for Waldwick at the Pompton Lakes 38-yard line. 10-10 to go in this 4th quarter. Whoa! Lopez came in and blew up Mayer, but Ferreira made the pull and basically snakes his way upfield untouched to give Waldwick a 2-score lead again. Now 33-21 pending the PAT. That's a big player making a big play happen at a big time.
With the same play, it's very tough to defend right there. And like I said, you can call him a quarterback. He's a leader. He plays linebacker. When he has that ball in his hands, he's an excellent running back at the quarterback position.
The amazing thing there is that you had a defender there to blow up the running back, and he just stayed with it and pulled it back in. Del Rey's kick is good. Makes it 34-21, a 13-point lead again for Waldwick with 10 minutes to go. Let's take a look at the latest touchdown by Dylan Ferreira.
And just watch. You could see Pompton here. They're going to blow up this fake right over here. Dylan is reading it. He sees the defensive end there. He pulls it, and once again, he's off to the races. And let's say this. We've talked about how big he is, how thick he is. He can run. He's a very fast.
He's quick.
Yeah, he's very quick because once he gets a step on you, you're not catching him either.
I mean, let's put this in perspective. That's a helmet sticker hit by the defender in the backfield.
Yeah.
And they still gave up a touchdown untouched.
Yeah. Pompton hasn't been able to answer, quarterback keep over here. So It's been tough. The game has been physical, but when plays had to be made and when there were opportunities to make plays, Dylan Ferrara made them here today.
Yes, he has.
Now we're going to see. We're still in a 2-score game, 10 minutes to go in a 4th quarter. We're going to see if Pompton can answer the bell again. They're going to get a chance right here, getting the ball here. Plenty of time left, but you can't match score for score with them right now. You're down 13. You can't match score to score, so you got to score and then stop that offense that seems to be rolling right now.
If you're Pompton Lakes, you need that stop or the turnover, and we haven't seen a turnover yet. Ball's brought down by Sean Daly. Takes it up the left side. He's got some space, but he's dragged down. Gets it out to the 35. They've had decent field position after every kick today.
Yeah, and their last drive that they scored on, they were around the 35-yard line again. And Josiah had a big run here. So let's see if they're going to use his legs a little more here or if Coach is going to, clock is not a factor right now. But Pompton's going to get the ball. Waldwick's it's going to be a factor pretty soon here and pretty fast the way the clock is running and both teams are running the football here today.
9:52 left in regulation. Pompton Lakes taking over possession. They trail by 13, 34-21. 2 receivers each side. Geladini to the right of Fabian. Motion across by Lopez, bends it up. They're running the flood concept. Fabian tucks. Fabian, he had a man open. Fabian ran. Good eyes on that job because Fabian didn't see him. He had Jonathan Tiberio all by himself at the Waldwick 35, waiting for the ball to come.
Yeah, it's just tough when you're rolling right and you're a lefty quarterback to swing your hips. But I'll tell you what, he was one person away from breaking out on a long run.
Well, let's add a variable. You're running, you're rolling, you're swinging your hips, and there's people trying to hit you.
Coach is just saying, hey, let's get a first down here. They go with his legs right now.
Yep.
3rd and short here. We are in 4-down territory, no doubt, right now.
Ball is at the 44-yard line. Back to the diamond formation. Handoff. Geladini follows his blockers. Shrugs off a hit. He's going to move the chains. He's dragged down by Ferreira.
Talk about 2 guys getting it after right there, right? Geladini and Ferreira meeting right there saying, let's go.
Could have played this 2-on-2. Just had Geladini and Fabian and Ferreira and Mayer, and just have at it, guys.
Yeah.
1st and 10, just on the Pompton Lakes side of the 50. Fabian takes a snap, drops back, puts it up. It's tipped, it's caught! And all alone to take it in for the touchdown, Christian Murcia. Murcia with the 50-yard touchdown with 8:27 to go. Pompton Lakes is back within 1. Ball got tipped. If you play the ball, you're going to leave your man alone, and that's what we saw.
That wasn't tipped. That was almost intercepted. That was through his hands, and then sometimes they say rather be lucky than good. Happened right there. They got a break. We talked about answering the punch, answering the bell when they can. Pompton's leaving it out here on the field today.
Geladini will attempt a PAT. Kicks up. Kicks good. And Pompton Lakes is back within 6. Waldwick 34, Pompton Lakes 28, with still 8 minutes and 27 seconds left in regulation.
Like you said, you can't match scores with them right now, John. You can't match scores, right them. You got to stop them here right now on defense. So something that they've had a hard time doing is containing this. So take a look at this.
Let's take a look at this 50-plus yard touchdown pass. Fabian drops back. Murcia releases from the backfield. He's on the deep post. Almost picked, but it's off the defender's hands. And there goes Murcia with nothing but grass between him and the end zone.
Hey, make a play when you got to make it, right? Waldwick kid had a chance to get an interception, didn't. Their receiver, good focus, good concentration, gets it, goes in for a touchdown. Once again, we're back to a 6-point game, 8:27 to go in the 4th quarter.
I honestly thought it was going to be an interception. I thought that was going to be the first turnover of the game. Instead, Pompton Lakes has life again and plenty of time. They trail by 6, 34-28, with 8:27 left in regulation.
We said it before. I'm sorry, John. We said it before. We can't match them touchdown for touchdown now. We need to stop right now. We need to stop from Pompton. You know, I'm sure Coach Jones and Coach Kuntz want it on this drive right now.
And Waldwick has changed its alignment. They filled in those holes in the middle.
There is a flag on the field.
We've got a false start here. We've got a procedure call.
Offsides on the kicking team.
Going to back Pompton Lakes up 5. You can see the frustration from Justin Jones on that one.
Self-inflicted. We talked about it before. You know, we say 5 yards, not a big deal. 6-point game, 4th quarter, 8:27 on the clock. Every yard is a big deal right now.
Geladini kicks it deeper this time. fielded by Wasnowitz, who runs into a pile.
That wasn't a pile. That was Geladini over there with a big hit, number 4.
Yeah. I was looking down to check the name, and
I'll tell you what, you talk about, just good, tough high school football players. Got a couple of them out here today, leaving everything, offense, defense, special teams. These guys don't come off the field, John, and they just continue to make plays for their team.
Seriously, we called about the same half dozen names all afternoon. Handoff to Mayer. Mayer runs through 2 tackles, finally dragged down, but he moves the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 for Waldwick at their own 48-yard line with 8:12 to go in regulation.
And I'm saying, we got to stop Dylan Farrar. We got to stop him. They go right back to their other guy and get 11 yards, 1st down. So, once again, John, I always like to give credit to the offensive line. They're moving some bodies up front, but these running backs are getting positive yards every time they touch the ball.
Wing and 2 receivers to the left. Mayer's offset to the right. Ferreira takes the handoff. He's dragged down after a short game. It's going to bring up 2nd, and we're going to call it a long 6 from the Pompton Lakes 48.
I'm sure Pompton is very happy with that. Your quarterback gets 4 yards, but, at some point you're going to have to keep them behind the sticks. 7:25, clock is running right here. And you still got that quarterback who wants to be a running back. You can see a little blitz coming here from Pompton. Let's see if they stay through with it.
Changing the play. Ferreira hands it off to Mayer.
There he is.
And Mayer is stacked up for Murcia. Several Cardinals get a hold of him. They bring him down. Back in Waldwick territory, it's going to be 3rd and 8. Just the Waldwick side of the 50. 6:40 to go in regulation. Waldwick with a 34-28 lead.
Another great play defensively by Geladini to make that initial hit. So big play here for Pompton. Like you said, 6 minutes, 28 seconds, clock running. They got to get off the field here on defense.
There's the jet motion again. Handoff on the jet. Running through, making a play, and getting the 1st down is number 42. That's E.J. Cazapoli. They've gone to him as a decoy multiple times, but every time they've handed it to him, he's gotten the edge.
Big play for them, had confidence in him. Line blocked it again, and listen, you got to start worrying about quarterback. You have to send another guy inside to kind of stop him, freeze it up over there, and he's a very effective runner and almost took that one to the house.
Just past the halfway mark of the 4th quarter. 5:50 to go in regulation. 1st and 10 at the 27 for Waldwick. Mayer again, dragged down after a short gain.
Mayer on the carry.
Be 2nd and 6. Yeah, here's the thing. I got to call 4 yards a short gain today.
Yeah, and with 5:30 clock running, 2nd down and 6, Waldwick will take a lot of 4-yard gains right now and, kind of salt this game away here in the 4th quarter with their run game.
They're in no hurry to get the play in. 5:15 to go in regulation. Two receivers left. You've got a wing and a receiver to the right. Fake handoff. Ferreira has it. He's dragged down. Think he got enough to get the 1st. He's just outside the 15, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for Waldwick with 4:56 to go in regulation.
And if you're Pompton, you're kind of doing everything right here. You're in your position, and all of a sudden, quarterback's getting hit at 3-4 yards and continuing his leg drive, getting 6-7 yards, another 1st down. Clock, 4:40. We said it before, Waldwick in no rush to call this play. They may be happy just ending this game with the football.
Might be. Ferrer takes a snap, hands off to Mayer. Mayer tries to snake through, He's still driving, still fighting for yardage just outside the 10. He's going to pick up about 5 on that 6 and bring up second down and about 5.
And this is where, when you're coaching Waldwick, you start telling your guys, I love the aggressiveness. I know we want to get the other yard, but if you're on Pompton, you're starting to say, let's punch that ball out. Let's rip it. So the 1 yard, the chance for a fumble, that's not a good breakdown for Waldwick right now. So
you've got to protect the football.
Protect the football. That 1 yard is not worth 4 or 5 guys ripping at the ball, punching at it.
Ferreira fakes the handoff. He makes a counter, gets through a couple of tackles, and he's in for the touchdown. 12-yard run by Dylan Ferrara with 3:42 to go, and it's back to a 2-score margin, 40-28 in favor of Waldwick, pending the extra point.
What a great effort by Dylan, quarterback number 5 here for Waldwick, that offensive line. And Pompton just can't answer that quarterback keep over there. And it's because of their line is blocking well, and their quarterback runs hard. He's, I don't want to say Tim Tebow-like, but he's a big guy that gets positive yards every time he touches the football.
Now, Waldwick is going to go for 2 here now, try to make up that missed extra point from the first quarter. Ferreira under center. Fakes, he rolls, he's got a man open, and the catch by number 81. Rocco Marquise, sophomore, tight end. Just a simple out there. And that's so open so many times to just run your tight end out.
And I could be wrong, but was that the first time he was under center today?
I think he did it once or twice, but not often.
When you get under center, what does defense start thinking? Run, power,
run.
We want to get here. All of a sudden we get a little boot pass, wide open. Great play call, great scheme, great execution, and now to get it to 42-28 with 3:42 remaining.
Let's take a look at the touchdown that re-extended Waldwick's lead to 2 scores.
And we've seen this play before. It's going to look like a carbon copy of what they've had in the past. It's just, they're going to fake the quarter. They're going to fake the sweep there, and he's just going to pull it. And he is, like I said, you want to call him a running back, a fullback, whatever he is. When he runs that football, he does not look like a quarterback anymore.
Oh, we're going to replay the 2-point conversion, actually.
Okay, so he
let's
goes.
Take a look at let's take a look at the 2-point conversion. Well, we're going to the kick now, so we'll do it after the kickoff.
We said before Pompton couldn't just keep matching them because they were down 2 touchdowns. That's what they're doing, but Waldwick is answering the bell too, and their offense has not been slowed down at all this game.
Del Rey to kick off. 3:42 to go. Line drive kick gets past one returner. Scooped up finally by Daly. Daly's caught and he's dragged down just outside the 25, where Pompton Lakes, down 2 scores, will take over 1st and 10 with 3:33 to go. Let's take a look at this key 2-point conversion.
Yeah, and we said it could have been the second time he was under center, but goes under center. Defense starts thinking run, power. You could see a blitz there in the middle. And just a little boot pass, and great play call, great execution, puts it on him, good catch.
Marquis engaged in a block briefly, then turned off it and just went out on the shoot. That little short out opens so many times, especially if you run a route behind it, which they did.
Pompton may have to throw the ball a little here with the clock at 3:33 and going to start on the snap and down 14.
Fabian rolls to his right. Now cuts back to the left. He's going to get dragged down for a loss. He's going to lose 3 on this, and that was a fair amount of time taken off, too.
Well, Waldwick's not worried about stopping the run right now. They're playing loose right now, so it's going to be tough for Pompton's offense here.
2nd and 10. Coming up on 3 minutes to go in regulation. Fabian back. He looks. Lopez is in about. Lopez catches it. Nobody around him. He cuts back in. Cuts across the face of a tackler. And Lopez scores.
No quitting Pompton here. No quitting Pompton. Another big play here. Get it to a one-score game again.
72-yard touchdown. Gets it back within one.
Like a heavyweight 15-round fight here.
It really is.
No quitting anybody. They're just answering the bell. Big play, big play.
You know, you hate to hear it when you come out on the wrong side of a score, but nobody can leave today feeling down about how they played.
They're not taking anything home with them. There's nothing going home with them. They're leaving it on the field.
No.
We've talked about the specials for Pompton with Joey Lloyd, a long snapper. Every kick has been good today.
Just like that one was by Geladini. Makes it 42-35. Let's take a look at this touchdown that gets Pompton Lakes back into it.
And I'm sure the coaches from Waldwick are going to be a little. That wasn't a put.
It's hand fight. They have. Let him play football.
He had his hand extended, but then a great run after the catch there because he almost got tackled. He cut it back to the center.
Watching it real time, I questioned the wisdom of cutting it back to the left. He saw his way, crossed the face of a tackler, knew he could make it. Normally I wouldn't like that, but he found his way and found the end zone. And from my coach and wide receiver, let him hand fight a little bit.
Yeah,
let
absolutely.
Him play football.
I don't think that was a push-off. He did have his hand extended
there. He had his hand
there.
out, but I think they both did. They
absolutely.
were jockeying for position.
Yeah. But even more impressive, the catch was very good. Good ball by the quarterback, but then the run after the catch, he still had to go another 35 yards, cut back, and Waldwick safety was in pursuit. Great cut, getting to the end zone. That's making a play when your team needs a play. And once again, we're back to a one-score game, 2:45 on the clock. But Pompton still has to answer the run game for Waldwick right now with the quarterback right now. Let's see what happens.
Well, Waldwick's expecting the onside kick because you have 10 players in the first 10 yards after the 50-yard line.
And that just could be a mindset telling you, if they get the ball, I don't know if I could stop them too many times.
Couple of deer dropping in to check out the final couple of minutes of this game. And they're shy a player. Trying to set up. They're going to get banged for delay a game shortly. You've got an overload to the left side. They are trying the onside. Squirts through. Still covered up by Waldwick around their 40. They'll take over first and 10. 2:42 to go. Both teams have all 3 timeouts left.
The Warriors recover the onside kick.
They got some bounces in there. It was just a very far kick. If it was around 10, 15 yards, would have been a little better. But it also tells you a bit of a mindset from Coach Jones there saying, we haven't done a good job of stopping their run game. There's 2:45 on the clock. We may have to take a chance. Fortunately for them, they're at the 40-yard line and, still got a chance to get this ball back here with a couple stops.
Ferreira in the gun, fakes the handoff. Keeps it to the left side. He's brought down after a short gain. And timeout called by Pompton Lakes with 2:36 to go. Justin Jones is just hanging by the official to his side, ready to call that timeout as soon as the whistle blows to kill a play.
And they had 3 going in there, so they still have 2, correct, John?
Correct.
Okay.
That's my count. Let's put it out. I agree with you. I hope I'm correct. Going to have some tired guys by the end of this one.
Yeah. They're tired right now, but this is when you got to reach down and get a little more. So both coaches are asking for it. we talked about the weather today again in the 80s. So, this is what you want. This is like when you're imposing your will on the other team. So, like you said, Waldwick, Pompton did a good job there. Still 2nd and 5. You still got to get ahead of that. Coach Kuntz, defensive coordinator for Pompton. Let's see what he comes up with here.
2nd and 6 from the Waldwick 44. Handoff to Mayer up the right side. Picks up a few. And timeout immediately called. The second by Pompton Lakes. 2:31 to go.
Pompton Lakes will take their
Be
second timeout.
3rd and a short 3 from the Waldwick 48-yard line.
Now, Pompton defense coordinator got to make a decision here. We're going to try to stop the quarterback here. They got the jet sweep. You're calling that 3rd and 3 or a long 2.
You're going to pack the box and expose yourself to the pass.
Yeah. It's all or nothing here. You get a first down here. You got 1 timeout left. You're not going to see the ball again. So it's all or nothing on these next 2 plays here for Waldwick and Pompton.
3rd and a short 3 for Waldwick. They go right from the timeout to the line. You've got a wing and 2 receivers to the left side. Running back set to Ferrara's right. Ferrara fakes it, runs, dives right in the middle. He just wanted to get the first down and kill the play. Got the first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Waldwick. They're going to be at the Pompton Lakes 48 with 2:20 and the clock running. I think that was a heads-up play because he just kind of knew where he had to get, and let's protect the football.
It's not plays, it's players. So no fancy scheme right there. Let's let our guy, our best player on offense, let's leave it up to him.
Mayer snakes his way through, gets picked up after a gain of probably 4, well, call it 3, gets to the 45 of Pompton Lakes, and the Cardinals call their final timeout with 1:54 left in regulation.
What becomes frustrating for Pompton, you're saying, good defensive play there. We did a good job. We filled our gaps. We made the tackle. Still got 4 yards.
4 yards.
Yeah, still got 4 yards. So Pompton just used their last timeout. So you're talking the way they're running the ball and running the clock, they're in slow. So you're talking about 3-4 more plays. This, first down, obviously the game's over. But, let's give credit to Wool. I said I always want to emphasize the offensive line. Big boys out there, warm out, playing both ways. They're still getting it done here in the 4th quarter.
Just a full 48-minute game by everybody here. That Waldwick front line just continuing to bang. And is there anything better than the NFL Films music we just heard? The answer is no. Don't try to. From the gun, Ferrara fakes the handoff. Now he snakes through, gets all the way to the 30, trying to make a play there.
That's the ball game, John.
Yep.
The keeper brings it down.
Clock stops to move the chains. Now it's running.
Ball shouldn't leave his hands right now. We're talking about a couple knees.
Yep.
Minute 35 here to go. Greatest formation for a coach to call right here, the victory formation. Here it comes.
He's under center, and that's when it's time to go under center. I watched a team kneel out from the gun like that last night. I really hate when you kneel out from the gun. I'm like, let's just say this poor. Let's say you got your sophomore quarterback in, and he kneels out twice. As Ferrara takes the knee. Coming up on a minute to go. And let's say that kid finishes with 992 yards for his career.
Well, the hometown statisticians, they could change that after the game. They could get him that 1,000 yards. I've seen that before. But
never happens.
Yeah. let's give credit, though, to this Waldwick team and Dylan Ferrara. What an outstanding game he had here today. And Pompton gave it everything they had. He just had a little more when he needed it.
Ball won't be snapped again this afternoon. 42-35. Waldwick comes to Pompton Lakes and leaves with the victory in a slugfest here on the Garden State Athletic Network. John, this was a great football game.
Good high school football game. We talked about everything before the game and the physicality, and everybody was juiced up for this game. There was no nonsense going on after the whistle here. These teams played hard. Everything that their coaches said they were going to do today, they did. And when the game's over, Waldwick just had 7 more points and a couple more plays when they needed them. And it starts right there with their number 5, their quarterback, Dylan Ferrara. Give him credit. He was the MVP here today.
No doubt. No doubt. But, still in doubt till the end.
You like to see what's going on here. Cheerleaders shaking hands, teams shaking hands. This is a conference game. Both teams were 1-3, wanted to get back in the race. They just, this was, like I said before, a heavyweight fight. I'm punching you, you're punching me, I'm getting up and then punching you again. Every team had an answer, but it did seem like number 5, and Geladani was great, number 4 for Pompton. Seems like Ferrari had just had a little more when he needed it, made the big plays, and it's always easier when you're the quarterback and you touch the ball every play.
That is going to do it for us this afternoon. Want to thank our crew, Zach Komar, Kalen Fortis, Joshua Ayers, Christopher Ruiz. For John Rickard, this is John Kovach. Thanks for joining us on the Garden State Athletic Network.